If you're struggling pulling the trigger, or maybe you're someone who can't get over the fact that you just took a loss, or you get so excited because you've been on a winning streak and then it impacts your trading moving forward. If any of that happens to you, I'm gonna give you the best tip that's gonna help you improve and continue to find consistency. This is something that I personally have experienced myself, and I hear a lot of traders who have gone through this and are currently going through it right now. I get that benefit because I interview successful traders all across the United States every Monday and Wednesday, so make sure you subscribe so you can watch that. And if you like this type of content, let us know by commenting below. If you take a loss and it impacts how you pull the trigger on the next trade, I get it. It can be frustrating because when you don't pull the trigger, you miss the winner. Or maybe you're someone who does pull the trigger, but you take the profits way too quickly because you're impacted by the last trade that you took a loss on or previous couple of trades, and you take it to break even on this profitable trade, and that's because you just wanna make up for what you lost. I'm gonna tell you how you can solve that problem overnight. Maybe you're someone else who wins very consistently. You're on that winning streak. You start to get in your head where you're like, I don't want to break this winning streak. And then you might hesitate on the next good trade. So you take a late entry, which means a bad risk reward, and you take an unnecessary loss. And all of a sudden, you start to take a lot of massive losses because you're frustrated because you broke your glorious win streak. And you might be the third example, which is maybe you're someone who just can't seem to pull the trigger. If you are dealing with any of those, if you change how you view your day, it will completely change how you view your trades and how you view your career. If you're surprised I use the word career, that's part of the problem right there. You're probably just thinking like, this is not a career, this is just something I do to make money on the side. Like, you need to take this very seriously so that way you can start to improve and make progress. I want to take this time to say thank you to our sponsor, Cobra Trading. Cobra Trading is the go-to broker for day traders and short sellers. And I'm not the only one saying this. In fact, Benzinga awarded Cobra Trading as the go-to broker for short selling. They have a heavy focus on direct market access order routing, so you have the fastest execution. They have some of the best locate prices and availability. They also have amazing customer service. I've experienced many different brokers, and it's why I use them every single day and why I'm proud to have them as our sponsor. Sign up now by clicking the Be the Trader referral link below and earn 1 free month of software with Cobra and 25% off all commissions. Now let's get back to the show. Most traders are viewing and judging themselves based off of the end of the day, the end of the last trade, or the end of the hour, the end of the morning, the end of the afternoon. Every trader has a different perspective, but for the most part, it's at the end of the day. And they want to see the end of the day be green. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but it can become toxic if it interferes with your trading, which in those previous 3 examples, it's definitely interfering with your trading. I got great advice from a trader who I've met through the show. His name's Scott Manzo. Great trader, been trading for 25 plus years, been trading multiple bear markets, been able to adapt through all these markets and do well. He just laid some great knowledge on me on a previous phone call that we had because I was just talking to him about random situations, and he just randomly said, Alex, many traders look at the scoreboard at the end of the day, but the problem is they need to be visualizing that the scoreboard doesn't get counted until the end of the year. That change of perspective can completely change how you view your trading because you're not forcing to try to stay green at the end of the day. You're not trying to get green at the end of the day. You're not worried about a winning streak, a losing streak. You don't have all of these expectations to make it happen at the end of today. You could be more acceptance on the losses and on the wins. You can handle them differently when you're viewing time as a year. Too many of us can fall into the trap of, I want to make today a great day. But all the best traders, especially the ones I get to talk to on the show, they have been around for years. And some of them struggle sometimes. It happens to all of us. And if they judge themselves off of based of a previous month, a week, a day, they would not be here. And it's become more and more clear to me as I've been trading now going on 5 years. I've noticed that it's not about how much money you make. Remember this. I know you hear this from other people, but you need to listen. It's about how much money you keep. Because I've interviewed traders who have made tons of money and lost it all in a month or a year. and now they're no longer trading. It can happen to anyone no matter how long you've been consistent. But what stands apart is how the most tenured veteran traders think. And sure, the thinking part is important, but I'm just trying to show you one part of how they think, and that is the visualization that the score is at the end of the year, not the end of the day. If you're like me, let me give you an example. I was recently trading really well in this bear market, been adapting myself because it was hard. It was really hard for me in this bear market. And now I'm starting to adapt and I'm starting to see progress and seeing this new way of trading evolve for myself. So I'm getting excited. And today is Friday. I took the day off to record for two reasons. Number one, I want to make content for you, but at the same time, I know I'm getting excited. I'm judging myself on the past week and the past days and this win streak. And I need to get away from that. So if you run into that and you know it doesn't matter what happened this week, last day, the last couple of days. What matters is the end of the year. Then you can take breaks. You can take a little step back and be like, I know this emotion is going to interfere in my next trading. So I need to separate that, take a break, and then wait till I get settled again and then start trading again, because the score isn't at the end of today. It's at the end of the year. But instead, if you're thinking end of the day or end of the week, oh man, if I miss Friday, then I only traded 4 days this week. What does that matter? Or if I miss today or this whole week because I need time off, maybe something happened in my family and I'm messed up right now because I'm dealing with a lot of emotions. I know I shouldn't be trading. I don't want to miss a whole week because that's a whole week. I only trade 3 weeks this month. But if you're thinking the whole year, the scores at the end of the year, you will be focused on the different picture, which will help you make decisions and not have so much anxiety about missing out, FOMO, and all of that. So if you vibe with that, make sure to subscribe and I'll see you soon.